Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome in for our weekly reading. This one is Friday, January 26th through Friday, February 2nd. I'm Joyful Medium Joy Giovanni. I help people connect with loved ones that have already crossed over to the spirit world or to connect with intuition and inspiration and guidance in their own life. Let's get into this reading. We have a bit of a serious message again this week, which is interesting. So I'm just going to dive right in. This first card we saw recently, this Four of Wands. Now, this card can be about a celebration, but in this case, it can indicate that maybe you're focusing too much on celebration, on the lives of other people, on the positivity that's going on for others. And are you able to come home? So this card, coupled with this next card that we have in the lineup, the Hermit, is just reminding you that it's a good time to come to the home within, right? To be doing your meditation, to be doing your work in quiet, not necessarily to be out in those streets telling everybody what you're up to, but really working on it in silence, in yourself, and just focusing on internal changes if you want to see external results. So how are you ordering your schedule? How are you making time for your meditation, your spiritual work, plus a little bit of playtime, but not focusing everything outwardly to play and celebration? Really being invited to tune into that intuition, that soft, still voice within. And you're being asked to really question the things that you're putting your time and attention towards. Are you focusing on things that you're passionate about, that you're being called to for your own highest and greatest good in this lifetime? Or are you focusing on things that feel like a struggle? Back to what I said here. Are you really just checking out everyone else's happiness, being critical of the way others are showing up in the world? Or are you really deciding what is for you and what is not for you anymore? Now, the next card that's coming here is this Tower card. So some things are going to have to fall away. There are going to be some choices to be made. We can't be doing everything all the time. You can't be fighting battles that don't exist. Something's got to give. This is a little bit more of a direct message than last week's softer message about this. Be very intentional about what you are giving your time to, what you are giving your energy to. And if it's something that isn't in the highest and greatest good for all concerned, let it go. Or there's a chance your hand could be forced and the bottom can fall out of whatever situation this is. The final clarification card is this Death card. Now, I don't want you to be afraid of this card. This doesn't necessarily mean a literal death. In fact, it often does not mean that at all, especially when it's coupled with this Tower. It's letting you know that whatever this is for you in your life that falls away, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a change in your career focus or your passion, or if you're a spiritual worker, what it is that you're being called to focus on, whatever is going to fall away for you this week or start crumbling this week, just know that it's being cleared away so that you can have rebirth, so that you can have regeneration. Sometimes we need to let things go, even if we feel like we've been really struggling and battling for them for a long time. Sometimes it's just not time anymore. Sometimes, as the world changes, as the energy changes in the collective, as we have already just entered, we're entering the calendar new year, we're about to enter the lunar new year, the energy's shifting. So maybe that thing that you were previously focusing on, meditating on, praying about, really in the struggle, working towards, making choices towards, maybe it's just not in alignment with the direction that you're going or with the direction of the world. So really being asked this week in particular to make choices in an intentional way. Go into that heart space, go into that place where you know what your true calling is, where you know what you want to express in the world, where you know what you want to be offering out into the world, and really be intentionally choosing what you are focusing your time, effort, and attention towards. I want you to, if possible, do a really thorough evaluation of how you're spending your time. And it doesn't just mean physical actions. What's rolling around in your mind? What are you stressing out about? What's on your mind first thing in the morning when you wake up? Just know there's a strong potential that there's going to be some falling away happening in your life or in those very close to you, and that this death is for rebirth. This falling away of whatever this is, this release, this letting go, it's time. Perhaps you've already been getting a little bit of a nudge or a feeling inside that it's time. And it's just preparing you for the next phase to where you really are fully stepping into yourself, fully embracing your own highest and greatest path in this lifetime. Remember, everything is always lining up for your highest and greatest good ultimately. So I hope that you can get a clear idea about what potentially you're wanting to step away from and the new directions that you're ready to birth or ready to go down the path of in this new year. Let me know how this resonates for you. Let me know if there's something that you're already starting to feel drawn away from or drawn to. I'd love to hear how this is showing up for you. And if you haven't already taken advantage of the free sign workshop and you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, you can just put the word sign, S-I-G-N, in the comments, and I will DM you with a link to get my free 3-day sign mini course. It's going to teach you all about recurring numbers as signs. I even have a free download for you, a cheat sheet. It's going to teach you how to get signs from the universe to let you know if you're on the right path, to confirm and affirm for you, and how to get signs from your loved ones in the spirit world, because they are constantly with you, supporting you, offering love, and they can show you signs all around you with just these 3 simple lessons. So comment sign if you want to get that, and join me next week for our free weekly reading. Big hugs, lots of love. Bye for now.